What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mopars T. This is the home of Brew Banter on the Bulb Life Entertainment channel. You can check us out there. This is a series in review for The Last of Us, episodes 1 and 2. I'm doing these in 2 episode chunks because I don't I personally don't do a whole lot of the long form stuff. I'm just going to offer you my thoughts on how this thing is going so far. I'm a huge fan of the game. The first one, did not play the second one for obvious reasons. If you are a gamer, you'll know what I'm talking about. Second game is very divisive. We're not going to go into that here because so far they are nailing it for the most part with this series thus far. So let's go ahead and talk about episode 1 really quick. I love this slow burn storytelling. It's what I really enjoyed when I watched Star Wars, Andor, which that was too little too late. Well, maybe I'll do a review on that or my thoughts on that series, on another day. But episode 1 of this series, The Last of Us on HBOMax, yeah, I love this slow burn storytelling. I love the point of view of going through it through Sarah's eyes and just slowly seeing the apocalypse, basically, or the outbreak slowly happening from like police cars driving by and all that. But it's translated very well from the game to this series. Like aesthetically, the acting is spot on. I only have a few characteristic problems with Joel here in this first episode. Pedro Pascal is actually doing a really good job. He's just a little too passive in episode 1. Bella Ramsey, she here in episode 1, I'm not sold on her Ellie. Especially in the scene towards the end when Joel is beating the hell out of that soldier. She's just standing behind him and looking almost creepy, like she's really into seeing him do this. And I don't recall it being that way in the game. She's very much a smartass in the game, but she doesn't get drawn into this aggression, if you will. So, but I'm not totally, not sold on her, and she does improve in the next episode. The actress playing Marlene, she's the only one that actually comes over from the game, which is it's nice. I mean, she obviously nails it because she already played the character, but we get her in the first episode, and rightfully so. Like I said, this is very much translated very well from game to series. There were just a few things. One, obviously, I already talked about briefly, the characteristic things, and mainly with Joel. The other part, and I guess it's more or less part of translating it from the game to the series, and it's what comes off as bloat, and I don't have a problem with it because it kind of explores this world that if you played the game, we did that, the player did that, but when you do it for people who, I mean, how do you attract the attention of people who haven't played the game but are interested in this series? Well, this is kind of how you have to do it. You have to flesh out this world, and I think they do a very good job. I do like the additional scene where you're seeing the apocalypse begin from the point of view of Sarah, and she goes into the neighbor's house, and that's a wild scene. And then Joel and Tommy show up, and then we go off, basically to the races. Sarah's death, I thought could have been. I think I needed a little more time. Did it get me like it did in the game? Yeah, I just didn't. I didn't. Oh, how do I word this? It didn't super draw me in the way the first game did. Because I won't lie, as soon as she gets killed, and it goes through the opening credits in the game, my God, I may as well just cry me a river. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so there's that, and but okay, so episode 1 is off to a great start. I'm cautiously optimistic, and then we get episode 2, and episode 2, I'll say it's an improvement. I like where we're going. They get right into it. It's still kind of a slow burn, and I'm not going to say nothing happens because stuff does happen. Obviously, we get Tessa's death at the end. It's changed for the series. I won't say for the better or worse, but it is changed. When she does pass or get, dies in the game, it's at the hand of soldiers that are chasing them down. In this, she gets bitten. She was bitten in the game, if I remember right, but the clickers get her. She, sacrifices herself to give Joel and Ellie more time. By the way, Bella Ramsey is doing much better in this episode. I buy her Ellie a whole lot more. She's characteristically much more like her here. Um, I even Joel, he's much better here. Like everyone is much better in this episode than they were in the first episode. Um, the clickers are just perfection. They nailed everything from the characteristics, the sound effects. Like I knew all of this was coming, having played through the game, obviously. But yeah, I still felt very tense. Like, okay, like we're here. This is really happening. So, um, I liked it. Even down to the moment where like we ain't just going quiet. We're like silent. You don't say a word, and that's basically how it plays out. Um, and obviously, like little things like we're supposed to believe Joel and Tess are, huge survivors so far, and the gunplay isn't, all there. But hey, it's got to be built up for drama, and I totally get it, especially for the people who aren't gamers and but are interested in this series. So, like I said, they are nailing it for the most part, and I'm very happy about that. Um, Again, cautiously optimistic because we live in a time where a lot of this stuff is change it to be changing it, and I don't trust Neil Druckmann to save my life, especially with the way they told the story and the sequel to the game. So, anyway, quick recap. I like where they're going so far. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I hope they continue down this path. Everything is being translated well. The things that they changed, they work for me. Obviously, I would take a few things out if it were me, but I understand why they are there, and this slow burn storytelling is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, that's about it. So, uh, I hope to see you guys here in a couple weeks for episodes 3 and 4. I'll do a review on that. I saw the preview for episode 3. From what I understand, it's a pretty big deviation from the game, but I think that's going to be for the better. We meet a character named Bob. I'll let the episode play out. I'm not going to spoil nothing for those who have not seen it and or have not played the game. But if you have, you know what's coming. I think more or less that they're just going to flesh out his character a bit more, kind of answer some questions and go from there. But anyway, that's it for this review. If you guys like what you saw here, please leave a comment down below. Consider hitting a like on the video, and maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. Hey, yeah, it's free. Who cares? Anyway, I'm your boy Mopar SRT. This is a series in review here on the Bulb Life Entertainment channel, Brewhouse Banter. Check it out. Check us out. I'm gonna do a longer conversation with my buddy Mr. Midnight. We're gonna talk about the HBOMax experience that we just did a couple weeks back. We've had a lot of time to digest, so hopefully we can get that out to you guys before this third episode premieres. That's all I got for today. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.